What if I told you that some of the most popular trumpet brands on the planet, the ones dominating Amazon search results, the ones sitting in your kid's instrument case right now, are so poorly made that repair shops literally refuse to touch them? Music educators across the country have been quietly warning parents for years, but the algorithm keeps pushing these horns to the top of every bestseller list, while the brands that professional trumpeters and band directors actually trust get buried under a flood of $100 throwaways that look like trumpets, feel like trumpets, and play like tin cans wrapped in brass lacquer. The repair techs, the private instructors, the players who have been doing this for decades, they've had their list memorized for a long time. Today, you're getting that list. Here's what we're covering. 6 trumpet brands you need to stop buying immediately, ranked from disappointing to outright destructive to your playing. And I'm also giving you 3 brands you can actually trust, the ones music educators, professional bandmasters, and working trumpeters keep coming back to. One of them has been building horns in the same small Wisconsin town since 1939, and the valves on their student model are the same quality as the ones on their professional line. Our number 1 pick to avoid has valves that start sticking after a single day of playing. And a music teacher reported having 2 students who literally cannot participate in class because their instruments from this brand are already broken. Hit that subscribe button, because every week we post videos that cut through the marketing noise and tell you what the people who actually play, teach, and repair these instruments already know. Number 6. Taylor & Harrelson, the pro shop heavyweights that will crush a beginner. Not every bad recommendation is a bad instrument. Taylor Trumpets and Harrelson Trumpets are respected in professional circles, with custom builds and serious craftsmanship. But beginners keep buying them because they see the name attached to working pros and assume that's where they should start. Taylor Trumpets are heavy and difficult for beginners to manage, and their weight and unique mouthpieces make them uncomfortable and hard to tune for new players. Harrelson Trumpets produce inconsistent sound in untrained hands and require a high skill level to operate properly. A beginner on a professional horn does not sound professional. They sound frustrated, and then they quit. If you're a beginner or buying for a student, walk past the custom shop entirely. That horn is waiting for you 5 years from now, not today. What's in your case right now should be forgiving, responsive, and built for learning, not built for a symphony principal who already has 20 years of embouchure control. Number 5. Lätzsch, the ghost brand with an intonation problem. Lätzsch is a German company, and that pedigree makes people assume quality. Players report it's difficult to produce a loud volume on these trumpets, and the intonation problems make every note feel like a fight. Even more concerning, after extensive searching, there are almost no reviews of this brand anywhere. That's not mystery, that's a warning. When a trumpet brand has been around and still has almost no user base talking about it, the market has already voted. 0 meaningful user base, 0 repair community supporting it, 0 reason to buy new when the used market gives you so much more. If you've been eyeing a Lätzsch because the name sounds serious, put that money toward a used horn from one of the 3 trusted brands at the end of this video. Number 4. Eastar, the budget gamble where the house always wins. Eastar trumpets run about $115 to $140, and at that price, you're not buying an instrument, you're buying a lottery ticket. These horns come from the same mass production pipeline as every other budget brand on this list, with stuck valves, missing parts, and breaking springs. Quality control simply isn't a priority. One eBay reviewer called it garbage with terrible quality and subpar fit and finish, advising buyers to get a quality used trumpet instead. You save $80 up front, then spend $150 on a replacement 6 months later when the springs snap and the valve seize. If $140 is your hard ceiling, search the used market instead for a Yamaha or Getson student model in good condition. A $30 to $50 inspection from a repair technician will confirm whether it's a solid buy. If you're starting to see the pattern, if you're realizing the most popular trumpets online are often the least trusted trumpets in actual band rooms, hit that like button. It helps this reach parents and students who are about to make the same expensive mistake. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you belong here. Number 3. Glory. The Amazon bestseller that no band director recommends. This one's going to sting because as of 2024, the Glory B-flat trumpet was Amazon's #1 bestseller in standard trumpets at about $100. Glory is a Chinese manufacturer offering low-quality B-flat tone models with limited variety. The valve construction is sloppy, leading to sticky movement that frustrates even the calmest player. The sound quality falls short, and for students, that matters more than anything, because a trumpet that sounds bad makes a kid want to stop playing. The Amazon ranking means nothing, because the algorithm rewards price and volume, not playability and tone. If your child is starting band and you see that #1 bestseller badge on a $100 trumpet, keep scrolling. A poorly constructed trumpet is harder to learn on, and the interest dies before the talent ever gets a chance to develop. Number 2. Eastrock, the $140 coin flip with your kid's music education. Eastrock trumpets sit right around $140 to $200, and a lot of parents think that slightly higher price means slightly better quality. It doesn't. With parts mass-produced in China and no meaningful quality control, Eastrock is truly hit or miss on whether the trumpet you receive will be worth playing. Multiple customers report valves and keys sticking. Some find the build solid, others say it's not up to standard, and that inconsistency is the entire problem. You cannot build a practice habit on an instrument that might work today and might not tomorrow. If you already own an Eastrock and the valves are cooperating, ride it for now, but start saving for an upgrade. If you're about to buy one, redirect that money toward a used student model from a trusted maker instead. Number 1. Mendini by Cecilio, the brand that repair shops will not even touch. This is the one music educators have been warning about the loudest and the longest, and the reasons are damning. Mendini is the budget line from Cecilio, a Los Angeles-based company established in 2004 that manufactures in China to cut costs. Student models come in under $120, and at that price, you're paying for something that looks like a trumpet in a photo and falls apart in your hands. Valves start sticking after one day of playing. The tone is stuffy. The instrument is difficult to play even for experienced trumpeters. And here's the part that seals it. They break easily, and no repair shop will fix them because they use non-standard parts. One music teacher reported having 2 students in class on these instruments who cannot participate because their horns are already broken. If a Mendini is in your home right now, it has already cost you more than you think in lost practice time and frustration. The best next step is the used market. A used Yamaha YTR 2330 or a Getzen 390 in good condition will transform the playing experience overnight. Now, the 3 brands you can actually trust. Yamaha. If there's one brand that covers every type of player, it's Yamaha. Their instruments are boring in the best possible way. Consistent intonation, reliable valves, and a response that doesn't fight you. The YTR 2330 is the single most recommended beginner trumpet in the world. Students play it for 2 years without a single repair visit. The valves hold up, the tuning slides don't freeze, and the lacquer doesn't flake off after the first summer. The Yamaha Silent Brass System in 2026 has become a genuinely useful tool for students and urban players who need to practice at low volumes. Bach Stradivarius. The Model 180 with the standard number 37 bell is far and away the #1 most popular professional trumpet available. Made in Elkhart, Indiana, with a legacy stretching back to 1925, when Vincent Bach introduced the first Stradivarius trumpets. The monal valves are smooth, the intonation is dependable, and the resale value is excellent. A well-maintained Bach can last 60 years and be played regularly that entire time. In 1955, Vincent Bach completed and delivered 6 C trumpets to the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, and that pedigree carries every horn bearing the name. If your playing has reached the level where your instrument is the limitation, this is where that ceiling disappears. Getzen. American made in Elkhorn, Wisconsin since 1939, still family-owned, still holding the same standards across their entire line. The 390 model is one of the most recommended beginner trumpets by teachers and instructors. The valves are the same quality as the ones on their professional models, durable and easy to press. The sound is bright, pleasant, and free-blowing, with great intonation. Doc Severinsen helped popularize the Getzen 900 S Eterna Classic in the early 1960s, and that legacy carries forward in every horn they build today. Music educators and professional bandmasters consistently recommend Yamaha, Getzen, and Bach Strad for a reason. They deliver purity of sound and durability the budget brands cannot touch. If you made it all the way to the end, you've just learned something most people never will. The best-selling trumpet is not the best trumpet, and the most trusted names in this industry are not the ones the algorithm is pushing. Smash that like button if this changed how you think about buying a trumpet. Drop a comment and tell me which one surprised you most. Team Mendini, because you can't believe repair shops refuse to fix them. Team Glory, because that Amazon #1 bestseller badge had you fooled. Team Getson, because you had no idea a family-owned Wisconsin company has been building world-class horns since 1939. I read every comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. I'd love to have you on this journey with us. Remember, the best trumpet is not the shiniest listing on the first page of Amazon. Sometimes it's sitting in a local music shop, pre-owned, well-built, and waiting for you to pick it up and play.